Hi, we are here at the JSU campus at Pete Matthews Coliseum for the state regional tournament, and we've had a very special young lady stop in, and we're going to interview her at this time. But before we do, I'm going to let this young lady introduce herself at this time.
My name is Alexis Brittany Nelms, and I am a college official and a high school official. I've been doing college for 2 years now, and I've been doing high school for 3 years. So a total officiating, this is my 3rd year officiating.
Perfect. Alexis, we posted your picture yesterday, actually, and within less than 18 hours, it's reached 20,000 people. So you're
Crazy.
Very well liked. And what I liked about it, there's actually coaches and parents on there speaking highly of the way you call the game in a time where the referees, everybody's enemy, so to speak, across the state.
Yeah.
Positive light. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I saw the post and I was reading all the comments this morning. I was on my way to work actually, and I had tears in my eyes just because a bunch of fans, you know, I never listen to what fans say in the stands. That's just how I am. I kind of block it out. I've just never been that type of person to listen to any negative comments. Can't really hear out of my left ear anyway, which is pretty good for me to be a referee, so I don't have to hear everything. But I just saw all the positive comments, and it brought tears to my eyes this morning just reading them. Having everybody to support me has just been awesome. I just was reading them, and I couldn't stop smiling thinking about it. I've just been so blessed for these past 3 years. Refereeing has just been one of my favorite things that I've ever done, and I can't believe that it's brought me, you know, to where I am today. So it's been pretty awesome.
What led you into your refereeing career? You former player that just fell in love with the game and wanted to stay around?
I did. So my senior year, I actually got hurt twice. I got hurt early in the season with a high ankle sprain. And I used to be allergic to milk when I was younger, so my bones are very fragile, so I'd get hurt like all the time. And I played basketball from when I was 3 till high school. And my senior year, I got hurt, I think, like right before our region tournament. And it was just kind of like, you know, I knew that my basketball career was coming to an end. So when I came to JSU, I joined a sorority, and I became the intramural chairman because I wanted to keep playing sports. Sports has been my first love. So I started playing in intramurals, and I thought, well, I'm here so much playing in intramurals that I might as well get paid to be here. So one of my friends, she said, why don't you referee? And I said, I don't know about that. I really don't know. And actually, 3 years ago today, or yesterday, my best friend Brooklyn, she sent me on Snapchat a picture of me refereeing intramurals, and that's how I started, which is surreal to me that I started in intramurals. So I started doing that, and my first sport was actually basketball, and I fell in love with it. And I knew that I was kind of good because all the frat boys, they wanted me to referee their games. So they're like, are you refereeing our game tonight? And I would be like, yeah, I am. And I quickly became the favorite of the frat boys. So I knew I had made it when the frat boys wanted me to call their games.
You can win that crowd over.
Exactly. So I started doing that. And then my boss, Kenton, he was in Mount Cheehaw. So he said the next year, he was like, why don't you do high school? So that's how I got into high school the next year. And I've been doing it ever since. And started doing college, and it's been great. I have great assigners, and they backed me up, put me with great people to learn from, and within the past year, I've just grown so much. So that's kind of how that got started.
That's perfect. Now, I got to ask you a question. When I heard Ken Washington and the media days for the state, ASHA media days today, at the beginning of the year, saying they were down 1,000 officials across the state.
Yeah.
We all put our heads together. We've tried to always shed a light on you guys positively.
Yeah.
That's this video and others. But in your opinion, what does that mean to you, and why do you think that is?
You know, I try to get a bunch of people to referee, and they're like, it's the fans. It's the fans, it's the fans, it's the fans. And at the end of the day, we can't have sports if we don't have referees. So we got to get some young people to referee. I'm always trying to recruit. So if you're coming out of high school and you love the game of basketball and you want to make a little extra money, this is the perfect way. I don't do it for the money. I do it because I love it. If you love the game, you have the best seat in the house to be a referee. You get to be in the action, and I always think about it as everybody has to pay to come to the game, and I'm getting paid to be here. So that's the way I think about it. But we do have a shortage, and if you love the game and you want to be involved and you want to stay active, I personally hate running on a treadmill. So I'll go and do a basketball game, and you won't realize it, but you'll do 5 miles a game, and I hate running. So it's a good way to be active also, to get your exercise in, and you get to watch a game, and you get to interact with people. So if you want to do that, then we're always looking for people across the state. You know, we need more referees. So young people, especially, you know, if you're coming out of high school or if you're in college, it's a great way to make money and stay in the sport.
A couple more questions before I let you go. We get back up there and watch some of the action. When you come here at JSU, this being your alma mater, and at such a stage like this, I mean, you're literally a call could send a team home.
Yeah.
Do you get a little bit of jitters, or how do you feel before big moments? I mean, you're at home here.
Yeah.
It's also as big a moment as you can get.
Yeah, so this is the biggest stage really to me. I do college games, but I've never had this many people come. So the packed gym, whenever I had Southside and I had the Lynette game, it was a packed house, and Alan Cosby came by and he shook my hand before both games. He said, "Are you nervous?" I said, "Not at all." I used to get nervous all the time, and now I know, you know, if I'm nervous and I go out there, I just don't think about it. I do get nervous, I just don't tell anybody I get nervous. But it's kind of like whenever you're a player, you get those pregame jitters. I get the same way, just because I know as a player how I felt my last game, and I know that, you know, when you either win or you go home. So for a lot of people, it's their last game that they'll ever play with their teammates, and that was something that was really special to me whenever I was a player. So going out there and reffing these games, to me, I don't take it lightly. So every call that I make sure that it's there, and I love doing what I do, especially women's sports. I'm a huge advocate for females. A little girl, you know, I have people come and they look up to me, and they come and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're the girl referee." And I think that's really cool, just because I want to show people, you know, that you can do whatever you put your mind to, especially, you know, little girls. Like one day I hope that they look up to me and they want to, you know, be like me and be a person like me. So I think that's really cool. And to do it at JSU, this is my favorite place in the world. So it's just really surreal. Like I said, I was teared up this morning just thinking about it, how blessed I am with the people around me. So it's been awesome.
All right, so my final thing to you is just kind of final thoughts on just the overall interview and everything. We'd just like to have any tidbits you'd like to add at this point or anything. We appreciate you coming on. It's been fantastic. And, you know, the more we feature you guys, the better it's going to be to get those numbers up so we don't have that conversation with Kim Washington's.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you for making that post about me.
Very welcome.
I was just shocked. Like I said, you do a great job posting, you know, all the players and getting, you know, referees' pictures before the game. So thank you for that. That's awesome. Putting us on a platform helps us, helps people see that, you know, we're real people. When we're on the court and, you know, people are yelling at this and at that, we're just regular people. At the end of the day, when I walk off the court, I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat later or what homework I have to do. So we're just regular people, just doing what we love. And most of us, we do it because we love it. We don't do it for the money. I know I don't do it for the money. I do it because I love the game and I want to get back to the game. But thank you for the interview. I hope this reaches a lot of people. Might get some referees out there. Might get some girl referees. I'd like to have a few more ponytails waving out there with me.
That's awesome.
I get called Ponytail or Barbie a lot, so I think that's going to be pretty funny.
That's a compliment, though.
It is a compliment. But thank you. Yeah,
very welcome.
Thank you for using the platform. If I can ever do anything for anybody, just let me know. If anybody wants to get into refereeing and they want help or they don't know where to start, they can always come to me, and I'll be glad to help. So
Yeah, very welcome to
thank you.
get in touch with us, and we will get them in touch with you and
perfect.
Alan Cosby and others. But appreciate you. Thank you so much, and looking forward to seeing you call some more.
Thank you.